Our once great cities have become unlivable, unsanitary nightmares.
Former President and now President-elect Donald Trump has a homelessness plan for 2024.
Surrender to the homeless, the drug addicted, and the violent and dangerously deranged.
According to WayneGart.org, 70% of our homeless population are men, 30% are women, which is not good, but 7 out of 10 homeless people are men. Men are suffering out here.
The homeless have no right to turn every park and sidewalk into a place for them to squat and do drugs. Americans should not have to step over piles of needles and waste as they walk down a street in a beautiful city.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Travis, and welcome to the IPH Theory. Also, I am one half of the Cultural Discussions. Please like, follow, and subscribe to both entertainment channels on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a video over former President Trump and now President-elect Donald Trump. And he has a video preaching about homelessness and wanting to clean up our streets. Let us review.
Our once great cities have become unlivable, unsanitary nightmares. Surrender to the homeless, the drug addicted, and the violent and dangerously deranged. We're making many suffer for the whims of a deeply unwell few, and they are unwell indeed. The homeless have no right to turn every park and sidewalk into a place for them to squat and do drugs. Americans should not have to step over piles of needles and waste as they walk down a street in a beautiful city, or at least once beautiful city, because they've changed so much over the last 10 years. Our first consideration should be the rights and safety of the hardworking, law-abiding citizens who make our society function. When I'm back in the White House, we will use every tool, lever, and authority to get the homeless off our streets. We want to take care of them, but they have to be off our streets. There is nothing compassionate about letting these individuals live in filth and squalor rather than getting them the help that they need. We need professionals to help them. For a small fraction of what we spend upon Ukraine, we could take care of every homeless veteran in America. Our veterans are being treated horribly. Likewise, with all of the money we will save by ending mass unskilled migration, we will have a huge dividend to address this crisis in our own country. Under my strategy, working with states, we will ban urban camping wherever possible. Violators of these bans will be arrested, but they will be given the option to accept treatment and services if they're willing to be rehabilitated. Many of them don't want that, but we'll give them the option. We will then open up large parcels of inexpensive land, bring in doctors, psychiatrists, social workers, and drug rehab specialists, and create 10 cities where the homeless can be relocated and their problems identified. But we'll open up our cities again, make them livable and make them beautiful. For those who are just temporarily down on their luck, we will work to help them quickly reintegrate into a normal life. For those who have addictions, substance abuse, and common mental health problems, we will get them into treatment. And for those who are severely mentally ill and deeply disturbed, we will bring them back to mental institutions where they belong, with the goal of reintegrating them back into society once they are well enough to manage. It's a tough task, a very tough task. What's taken place on the streets, what's taken place with their taking so much drugs. But the fact is, we're going to try. This strategy will be far better and also far less expensive than spending vast sums of taxpayer money to house the homeless in luxury hotels without addressing their underlying issues. And they have so many of these underlying issues and needs. This is how I will end the scourge of homelessness and make our cities clean and safe and beautiful once again. We will do it. We will bring back America. Thank you.
Okay, let's get to my notes. Former President and now President-elect Donald Trump has a homelessness plan for 2024. Homelessness is a massive issue within the United States. Former President Donald Trump and now President-elect Donald Trump wants to clean up our streets, especially in major cities. Major cities like Oakland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit, New York, Jersey. Let's add New Orleans in there. But there's also many more. How can the so-called richest nation in the world have so many homeless individuals? Many of our homeless brothers and sisters also have their own personal issues, such as addiction or, joblessness, alcoholism, mental health issues. Many of them have also turned to crime. And think about it. If you're homeless and you're lacking money, you're going to think about crime. You're going to think about theft. You're going to think about stealing and robbing and burglary. You're going to think about harming people. A lot of them truly just need help mentally. I wouldn't necessarily say they need jail or anything, but well, the bad ones do need to go to jail. If you're harming people, if you're robbing people, I'm sorry. That's not going to help your situation. You need to get cleaned up. Look for one of these programs around town. But President Trump claims they will provide programs with doctors, psychiatrists, social workers, and drug rehab specialists, which is a smart thing. When you're dealing with so many different people who have so many different issues, you do need doctors, you do need psychiatrists, you do need social workers. You do need to just bring all types of help and treatments because there's a massive problem that needs to be solved. And if we start solving homelessness, we can start solving the mental health issues and the health issues overall, because, they're probably not going for their doctor's checks and things like that. And they're just being treated like they're just not real people, and they are. We have a massive nation. We have so many apartments that are empty, so many office spaces, and we can convert those into homeless help programs. It might not be called that, but you know what I mean, helping the homeless. Lastly, according to WayneGart.org, 70% of our homeless population are men. 30% are women, which is not good. But 7 out of 10 homeless people are men. Men are suffering out here, and we need to be there to pick them up if they need a job, if they need a place to stay, if they need a shower, if they need to go to church. Instead of paying for proxy wars abroad, let's clean up and fix our homeless issues in the so-called richest nation on the planet or in the world. Quick question, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about this? Do you think that President Trump will help the homeless pandemic? Hey, that's exactly what it is. So, hey, I'm Travis. I think Trump can do something. He spoke about it. So now it's time to put your money where your mouth is. I salute you, former president and now president-elect. Hopefully, we can begin to clean up our streets. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Travis. Welcome to the IPH Theory. Please like, please follow, please subscribe. Much love.